the building.
Let's
go.
Live with the Wolfhard Roar!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are, and that's Mr. Glass Half Full of Nets. Speed if you nasty now.
Let's make losing fun again. Let's go.
This is the like opposite of MAGA, which is awesome right here. And my brother, El Jefe, a.k.a. White Jersey, a.k.a. Blue Jersey, a.k.a. Bam, 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 bam. Thank you, ma'am. Spank him. Shannon Sharpet.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
El Jefe in the building, man. Got a Shannon Sharpet.
That was electric. That was electric. Some are saying this, not just very Gooster. I mean, some are saying this.
Not bad.
You know what? I hear it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love you,
Oh, let's
Gooster.
do it. Let's do that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Gustav, man. But yeah, shout out to you. Yes, you, the revivalists in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. And don't forget, these episodes are brought to you by Underdog. They renewed us, man. I'm shocked. They renewed us. I don't know how you did it. So thank you. Brought to you by Underdog. If you sign up right now for Underdog Fantasy app, they will match your deposit by half up to $250 if you use promo code Revival. I'm shocked. They renewed us because we're all over the freaking place, man. I'm shocked they renewed it.
I asked him too. I'm like,
wow, you sure?
Are we too much? You know, the drinking, the cursing, sure? And he was like, no, not worried. And I was like, okay.
Just enough.
Okay, then.
Okay.
We're gonna steal
I'll tell you after tonight, I think we're canceled. But hey, it's all right. We'll figure this out. After tonight, we'll probably be canceled. Probably no one from the Giants will call us ever again after this one. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Is that the worst thing in the world right now? Is that the worst thing in the world? Because
I'm willing to sever the ties. I'm willing to sever the ties at this point.
You're
not giving us much to work with here. Right now, the Knicks and the Rangers are giving us much to work with. Just saying. Just saying. But yes, man, we're gonna jump right into things, man, because unfortunately the Giants are now 0-2. I don't even want to go around the room. Let's just get right. Let's rip the Band-Aid off because this is the only way we can get through this week on to the next game, and we'll be simps sitting right in front of Sunday's game, hoping for another win because they're only one game out at this point. So, yes, we got to go through the Washington Commanders. Speed, give them the stats, man. The Giants lost with all field goals. This is the first team, I think, right? What is this, Speed?
Yeah, so we made history, you know, as we would do. First team to score 3 touchdowns while also not allowing a touchdown and still lose the game. Just like we drew it up. Unbelievable. I mean, we're going to get into why it happened, but, you know, I said make losing fun again. That's a pretty ridiculous loss, right? It's a pretty ridiculous loss. Some would say it's terrible. Some would say it's fun. I had a good time until I did it. It was one of those games, man. But we made history, so hey, fuck it. We did it, guys.
As usual.
Yeah.
What a stat. What a freaking stat.
Do you know it's something like 1,132 times it's happened? And the team with 3 touchdowns wins every time.
That's crazy.
Like
well,
this
it's
is
the Avengers, Doctor Strange.
This is insane. You know what? The Giants never cease to amaze me, right? Just when I thought they hit the lowest of the lows, right? And they'll come in and create a record like the 3 quarterback sneaks. No one is in the league ever done that before, neither. But it's somehow these new records find the Giants franchise for some reason. And the funny thing was they played an okay game. But I tell you who did a poor job executing this game. Can't blame this one on the players. No.
Oh.
Can't blame this one on the quarterback. No.
That's a first.
That's a first, right? Shockingly, like no one should be arguing at all.
We promised
the loss
we promised to keep it real, and that's what we're doing.
We're gonna keep it real today.
It wasn't on DJ.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
And we'll get to that in a second.
Damn it, it was not on Daniel.
It's not damn it, Daniel. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna blame Brian Daboll and Joe Shane. And here's my reason why I'm blaming these two. And I want to hear you guys as well. Brian Daboll and Joe Shane. Number one, number two, we should know what Graham Gano brings to the table. Unfortunately, he was hurt last year. This should have been the year where the guys brought in another kicker. Feel him out. See what's going on, because we just never know what Graham Gano is going to do or if he's going to get hurt. Without a guy hurts his groin. Instead of for that guy that brought in backup training camp, that, you know what, we should call him in again, kick some tires if he's available. He could kick for us at least for this week. They had no one on the docket. They only had 52 players dressed, so that was one person they could have added, right? I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know the sport that well, maybe. I don't know.
But by my math, 52 is one less than 53.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Tom, right? Is this for real? You're the first time you're with us live, Tom?
I would love to see that. Love to see that, Tom.
Tom, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. We appreciate it. Got to get you air horns on that. But they never had an insurance policy for Graham Gano. If the guy hurts his groin, and Daboll was saying, I thought he was good to go. I thought he was ready to go. That's why I put him out there for. The guy's on a hurt grind. You know damn well he's going to compensate and hurt something else. I'm just saying, this was a failure by Brian Daboll. If you want to take the blame, brother, go ahead and take the blame. Maybe eat a steak or two to get your mind right, brother, because since you lost a little bit, your mind just hasn't been there from Coach of the Year. And I get you. You want to be on a healthy path. Do it. I'm proud of you that you want a healthy path. But my brother, next time before a game, I want you to go drive down to Wendy's. I want you to get the Dave's double, extra cheese, large, and eat that shit before the game, because that was a terrible freaking decision, my guy. Terrible. This will cause a coach to get fired. That's how terrible it was. And we're going to go into that. But first, I want to get your opinion on this, man. And I'm going to start with El Jefe. What a shit show. Graham Gano, what would you done?
Bro, you're absolutely right. And I just realized I think I need to do a damn it Dable this week, because that's some unacceptable shit. Most of all, because listen, he's a newer head coach. You know, it happened last year. So if it happens once, all right, you got caught off guard. That's got to be a learning lesson. The dude had a hurt groin. He's like 37 or something. I don't know how old he is. He's old, right?
It sounds about right.
He's not young. He's been banged up. Like what was his All-Pro year? 2022, the year that 21 or 22.
Is that the year we went to the playoffs?
22 was the year we went to the playoffs.
22.
Yeah.
One of those years he like made the Pro Bowl, and he was great, and we were singing his praises. But he's older and he's hurt, and if he's questionable with a groin, sit him and bring literally any other professional kicker off the couch to kick field goals for you. He's 37.
You're right. Nailed it.
I made that up. That's a good guess.
Hey, you knew that. You knew that.
That's a good guess. But I mean, it's unacceptable because it happened last year, and any head coach with experience would know that's not worth it. And the cherry on top, the worst fucking part of all this, is that Washington signed their kicker that Monday, and he went 7 for 7, and he's the reason they won.
And won them the game.
Dable, that decision is why we're not in first place right now. We would be sitting in first place right now. At least, you know, instead of wearing hats like Spiros, we'd be having a different kind of conversation.
Yep.
But this is 100% on Dable, in my opinion, and I have backed Dable. Go ahead, Speed.
No, the tone of this show would have been much different. I would just keep going, but you're right.
Cook.
I'm cooked.
You're cooked. I'm cooked.
I'm fucking cooked.
Cool.
Man.
We're running out of shit to say at this point. Like, we're getting in front of these damn cameras, right? And we're like, how do we clean this up? How do we make this fun? And trust me, we're gonna have some fun here tonight, guys. But we gotta get this out.
There was some fun.
It was. But Speed, give me your thoughts, man. Graham Gano's decision. You happy with this, man? Are you number one? Does anybody want Daboll fired after these two? I'm just saying. That's been around the league or around the Twitterverse. Let me say that.
That's that for me. There's still a lot to that needs to happen over the next. You know, there's fucking 3 months left in the season. Like I can't believe we're talking about this early. Like it's wild, but it's the kind of decisions that Brian Daboll made, and Joe Shane. I don't know if it's a collaboration or what, but somebody's gonna have to take the fall if it gets real ugly. And we said if they start 0-2, there's a potential for real ugliness. Now you start looking at schedule, you're like, where are the wins coming from? Where are the wins? And if you finish with less than 4 wins, or God forbid less than 3, there is nobody that should be safe in the whole franchise.
No, and you can't even trust Shane at that point.
No, you can't
make another super high premium pick for this organization when your 5th and 7th pick are not even looking good right now. But Eli, it's a good question. I know it's early, but that question of like whether Dable should stay, he's got to be careful in the press conferences, because that's basically what got Joe Judge fired, is that he completely lost his cool and he didn't look like a human being anymore, and he just let it get to him and he crumbled. So like you got to be careful with the media, and there is a way to play it. Like Dable should have just been like, I own that. Like, this loss is 100% on me. I should have had a replacement kicker in there. It's unacceptable. I apologize to every single Giants fan. We would have been like, all right,
okay,
you fucked up and you owned it. Instead of, it's bad luck. He said he was fine. Like, no, that's not the way to handle that shit. Like, that's dumb. That's fucking dumb. That means you would do it again if faced with it. Like, you got to show that you learned something. So that's what drives me crazy about it.
And you're right. And you're right on that. I'm sorry, go ahead, Spee. I'm sorry.
No, I'll say John Mara just doesn't like getting embarrassed. So let's keep that in mind. Like you do shit like that, it's embarrassing, and it'll get you fired. But go.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? If he would have showed a little bit, humility at that point, Brian Daboll at that press conference was as flustered as I ever seen him ever. Like the guy broke his headset on the sideline going to give the coach. Like this is like you're starting to see the unraveling of Coach Daboll, and this is the one thing the Giants. I'm guessing, and I don't want to break news, right? But this is the one thing everybody should notice. They wanted Brian Daboll to control his emotions more. This is why Wink is in here. This is why we understand that they want him to control his emotions more, and he just lost it that game. This is the type of stuff, like you said, Hef, could get you the owner to go, you know what? This is kind of embarrassing. I don't need you to lose your cool. Because the Giants supposed to be still this pristine franchise where no one can show emotion. Everyone has to be a robot. Even though I like that from Daboll. That'll be the first one still to get him out the door if he can't control his anger and his attitude towards media. The first thing to get you out the door. So like you said, Hef, he got to tread lightly in this press conference. He can lose the rest of these games for the rest of this season. And like I said before, they won't fire this man. They won't. But if he loses it in that press conference, you're guaranteed for sure we'll have a new head coach and possibly a new GM, in my opinion, on that one day. I totally agree.
Let me ask you. He's in a really tough spot, just real quick, because he's responsible for not losing the locker room. But you've got, Thibodeau going back at Jordan Renan out of frustration. Like, the locker room is pissed off already. They don't want to be 0-2. Malik Neighbors is probably torturing himself over that drop, but that dude is not used to losing. This is going to be hard for everybody. So how you keep them together, like Dable, you have to be cool in front of the media and keep your team together. And that is the thing that will save your job.
Totally agree. And let me ask you this, man, because Malik Neighbors, a lot of people will go, yo, Malik Neighbors, man, showed too much emotion. He was upset. Because shout out to LPG, he put up a clip where he was punching the bench, and Daboll came over, and you saw Daboll was like, yep, I'm good. I'm out the door, because obviously the kid is upset. Do you like that emotion? Because this is something, not to say Odell Beckham showed, but Odell Beckham showed that emotion. Do you like that for Malik Neighbors at this point? Because a lot of people have mixed opinions on that too, from what I saw. And I'm gonna start with Spee on this.
Yeah. I say yes. That's why we drafted him. You say you want a dog, you can't have a fucking angel when things go bad. Like, he is pissed because he thought he cost his team the game. He puts it all on himself, and I love that about my leaders. Eli would never throw anybody under the bus. He always took the blame. That's a huge trait for me. You don't go blaming other people. And Dable said it himself, I want that fire in you. And you can't have that fire and have him be great like he did. 10 catches for 127 yards for a touchdown. You can't have that without, a little bit of emotion too. So I'm fine with it. Anybody has a problem, you need to go, touch grass, whatever you got to do to calm yourself, because this guy's a star.
I love that. That's one of my favorite phrases, by the way.
It's the best. Like, go outside and chill out.
It's like an instant win in any. Bro, go touch some grass, okay? Like, because no one does that. This is exactly right, dude. You wanted a dog, you got one. Like, you gotta take the good with the bad here, but that's not even bad in my opinion. And I think like he's the one jersey I would buy right now. He is. Yeah. I actually am impressed. When you saw him like at the strip club and you see some stuff, you weren't sure how he was going to handle everything. And I'm blown away by like the maturity and how much of a pro he's been so far. Hasn't done a damn thing wrong, in my opinion, like in any manner. So I'm all in on Neighbors, and I like what he's shown so far.
Same for me. And I'll piggyback exactly what you guys says. I agree with you all. He's that dog. He's that alpha. The guy wants to win. There's something that he's not used to doing is losing. He's not accustomed to that because in college he was killing it, right? And he had a great day. Like, he had a great day. So for him to actually top it off with him dropping a pass, that's going to mentally screw that kid up. Now, again, I'm not saying that he's going to have a bad game and it's going to – no. Just saying for that particular moment, he's going to be hard on himself. But I guarantee you for sure Malik Neighbors probably won't drop another pass again in that critical situation. Never, because we know how the Giants is. Like, we've seen the Saquon Barkley. We've seen some people drop passes and they're dropping them and don't learn from it. I'm telling you right now, Malik Neighbors is like, that ain't never gonna happen again. That's on me. I'm telling you right now, because not only that, you've seen our guy Darius Slayton. Shout out Darius, man. You could have got that 2-point conversion, my brother, and we're not even been talking about them kicking the field goal and winning the game at this point. Because Giants would have been up. They'd have had a 2-possession game, I believe, at that point. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right?
Yes, I think you're right.
But he can't even come in and close out. And he's a drop-a-litis. He's good one year and good, not good. He's drop-a-litis. He's good one year and not good the other for Darius Slayton. So and he didn't go back to the sideline like, man, that was my fault. Oh, that was so upset. No. Because they're like, it's the Giants. We'll go out there. We'll do it. No, Malik Neighbors, and I'm getting off on the tangent here. But Malik Neighbors is that dog. You want that person to show that emotion. This is why I love Brian Daboll on the sideline. Show emotion. I don't want no cookie cutter player or coach on my sideline. I don't. Show me that you care and that you want to win. But you got to fix it too. You got to go out there and fix it and get better, period, hands down. But guys, I want to talk about some other stuff too here. Okay. It's not all bad. It's not all bad.
I like it.
It's not all bad. It's not.
I like it.
That's the. I like it. I like it.
Is Spiro delayed or is it me? Or am I delayed?
It might be me.
It's probably Speed's a little blurry on Speed's end.
Okay. Hold on.
He'll get it together.
I can't even read your sign right now, Spiro.
Yeah, it says make. I know we had some drinks, but geez.
Make Logan.
Make Logan Paul. All right, shout out Logan Paul.
Yeah.
All right, let me say this, man, because not all was bad, F. We actually had some units that played well, and the one that we keep a close eye to are two positions. That's the O-line and the quarterback position, right? So I want to go with the O-line. I want to go with the offensive line. Give me your grade on the offensive line and how they played and what made you go with that particular grade, brother.
I'm going to go B+ for the offensive line because all we hoped for coming into this season was just be middle of the road offensive line. That's all we could hope for. Spee, you look great, by the way. All we could hope for, middle of the road, right? We talked about it a lot in the offseason, right, Spee? Like offensive line, can we just get between 12 and 20? All we need is between 12 and 20. That's exactly where they're at, dude. They're among like the best pass blocking. You just saw Singletary go off and have a good game on the ground. By the way, he's still got some juice, by the way.
Yeah.
And it just shows the right coach. Runyon's been great. JMS has stepped up. You're seeing the right things, the right side of the offensive line. If we have a weak side, it's that. But at the end of the day, very happy with how they're doing. Like, damn, it's like you fix one thing and then some other shit is broken. I fear we may have hired the wrong defensive coordinator. Might be another conversation, but O-line, B+, and happy, man. This is what we hope for.
Speed, give me your grade on the offensive line, and how did you get to that, brother?
Yeah, B+ is a damn good grade. I'll even say, given the history, you're a real good grader, you know?
That was good. That was good. That was on point.
I'll say I'll even go. Given the history, I'll say A minus. A minus.
I was going there, Speed.
I don't know. Like I haven't seen these pockets look so damn good in over a decade. We ran the ball. We gave our DJ time. DJ even ran out, and I'm not gonna knock DJ basically at all, but he ran out of 2 or 3 pockets too, where he had some more time if he just trusted how good the blocking was. I think he was shocked, but he's like, he's like, I've reached 3 seconds now, and I still haven't gotten touched. He could have stayed in there, but phenomenal job. Van Roten's still got it. You know, Van Roten's floor is still higher than most people's ceilings that we were throwing out there last year. So that's why, like, he's just still a vet, and there's just a bunch of vets, and they all know what they're doing. Shout out to JMS though. We needed to see JMS have a good game, and that for me was like, it felt so damn good because like he needs to be the answer. Yeah, he needs to be the answer. But A minus for me, man.
Speed, I'm gonna go with that grade as well, man. A minus, and the reason why I say A minus because, of course, what we've seen in the past just hasn't been up to fruition. It's just been terrible. These guys were the middle of the pack finally. Not only that, they opened up running lanes for Singletary. I think he had 93, 95 yards on the ground 95. With a touchdown, right? With a touchdown. Yeah. Not only that, man, DJ actually did pretty well too. I believe he had 2 touchdowns, 175 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong, give or take, right, guys? Not only that, Daniel Jones has been sacked once.
Daniel Jones?
Just been sacked once that game. Just once. I don't know about you, man, but that's a damn good offensive line.
Beautiful.
It seems like they're You know what it is? It finally seems like they're getting that gel together. They finally looking like they're gelling it. And it can only get better. Right, Smith? Yeah. It can only get better from here. So I give it an A minus, man, just because of that performance. Of course, we're going to do it week to week and see how they do it because they got tougher opponents now.
This week, you're right.
Tougher opponents. Don't get it twisted. But if they're holding up, again, you want to be superior during the weaker opponents, and they've shown it. You know what I mean? So right now, they're meeting their match a little bit with Cleveland coming up. Let's see how they hold up. But I'm excited to see JMS, man. Kudos to you.
Oh, yeah.
Young man, kudos to you.
It's the one sack salute, guys. We're going to drink to one big hairy sack.
One big sip for one
big sack with no hair on it.
A shorn scrotum, if you will.
One sack salute.
You know what? And one big sack. So you kind of touched on it, though, E.
The sack?
Swing is over to Daniel Jones now. Oh, you touched the sack a little bit. What do you give Daniel Jones for a grade there?
And you know what? And let's go to that.
Let's go.
I give Daniel Jones a B plus.
A B plus?
A B plus. A B plus.
Okay.
Did you say B plus?
A B plus. B plus. A B plus. I feel like I gotta do it for thumbnail purposes. But a B plus. Yes, I give Daniel Jones a B plus. All right. And the reason why, you know what, I shouldn't give him a B plus, but I give him a B plus because I know he can do better. Like I know he can calm down in the pocket a little bit more. I know he can feel the rhythm of the game a little bit more if he just takes it easy and trusts the people around him. Right now, he's still a little jittery. He was still all over the place. Like he was just shocked that he was getting protection, like you said, Speed. Right. You know what I mean? So I think if he would have calmed down and just felt the game, I'd be like, man, that's an A plus. And I think he'd have been a little bit more slinging it a little bit more and trusting the people around him. So I give Daniel Jones a B plus for that particular reason.
How about you, Hefe?
I'm gonna go B, which I think it's
another good grade out of you. Another good grade out of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair.
I knew he was saying B, so I was like, I gotta add the plus.
I think it's a fair grade. I will rip DJ when he deserves it. And I'm not going to rip him when he doesn't deserve it, right? He does not deserve to get dragged for this game. You could pick, 2 or 3 plays where he could have made a different decision, but this was a clean game by him. I put this game so much on Dable's shoulders in the kicking situation, but then defense would be next for not getting off the fucking field. How many third downs are you?
That's for me.
Give up, dude. So the way Daniel Jones played, if that was Daniel Jones we got all the time, you could focus on other shit. Because that was the 2022 Daniel. Protected the ball, no turnovers, and just managed the game. And sometimes that will keep you afloat, right? You may not win a Super Bowl with that. I don't think anybody's saying that. But he did enough to keep the Giants in the game and win the game. And then the other two factors are what drag the Giants down. So it's a B for Daniel Jones, solid B, no plus or minus, just a B.
No pluses, no minuses.
I respect it. Spee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give him. I'll say a B2. I'm going to say a B2 because that's just a good grade. It's a good grade.
It's a B. What's a B2?
I'm going to give you a B2.
Vitamin? You taking vitamins, bro? What are we doing?
Yeah, no. Listen, he could have pushed the ball down the field. Actually, no, he did. And I have the stats, actually. Let me give you the stats because I have some stats to back this up.
Oh, shit.
I'm big stat guy today.
Big stat guy.
Hold on, Speed. Before you set up the stat, I just want to paint this picture for him because everybody in the world after that game was like, Daniel could have did better. He was checking it down. Daniel didn't do this. Daniel didn't do that. And Speed brought up these nice, interesting stats here to kind of shut everybody the hell up for a second. Because, again, we're hard on Daniel. We're extremely hard on Daniel here at the Revival. But this was the week is you give this man his flowers because these stats is going to be unbelievable. But Speed, take it over, brother, please.
Yeah, no. So this is EPA, and for those who are not,
he's got graphics and shit.
I made this whole chart up. No, just kidding. I didn't do this.
Spiro, tell the people, beside myself, what the hell EPA means.
Expected points added. Basically, it's just a judge of, for nerds like us, it's a judge of one has to know the expected points before the play, and expect you do either what you're expected to do or you go above and beyond. And what Daniel Jones did was above and beyond most people in the NFL this week. The adjusted EPA per play, he was tops in the league. Success rate, a successful play.
That seems like a hard thing to measure. No?
Yeah. Well, listen, there's a whole lot of stats to it. There's people that are, MIT
great people. We have great people, smart people all night, staying out doing this all night. They're looking at all the plays.
Not Kamala.
I'm gonna go.
The part that actually got me going was the air yards. The one all the way top right. You got 10.3 air yards, per attempt, which is phenomenal. He was pushing the ball down the field. He wasn't checking it down. And you look at a comparison to the guy in the same game in Daniels. He was at 4.1. He was checking down every ball. Everything was behind the line of scrimmage or within 5 yards. Daniel was pushing the ball down the field, which is what we want to see. He missed on a couple shots, sure. I know that he overthrew, I think, Neighbors at least twice that I saw. There were some misses here, but I want to see pushing the ball down the field. And that's what he did. And he did his job and then more and then some. And the stats back it up too. I'm not going to, listen, far be it from me to swear by these stats. I never brought up EPA before today, and I'm not going to live and die by it today. But it kind of backs up what I saw, and he took care of the ball. He did well. He didn't put it in harm's way. He got more than he should have and wasn't checking the ball down. So I like what I saw, backed it up, solid B. Now go do it against the Browns. That's going to be the test. That's the test.
That's going to be the ultimate test, man. But Daniel Jones played a good game. Again, wasn't great. It was good. You want Daniel Jones to be the game manager that he is. You know what I mean? For an example, even when you see – and remember, I asked for this, guys. I don't know if you remember this, but I said it on the pod. I said, to get Malik Neighbors involved, he has to do what Ben McAdoo did for Odell Beckham Jr. And this was the game you've seen that. It's funny how we're just not big enough, I guess. But I called this. But I said they got to scheme Malik Neighbors open. And you've seen them scheme Malik Neighbors
18
open.
Targets.
Insane to see that. So the fact that you're saying, hey, Daniel, this is the read, go do that read, just throw the damn ball, it worked out for Daniel Jones. It seems like it's just simpler for him than looking at one read, two reads, and three reads. Malik Neighbors is crossing shallow, hit him. If your option one ain't open, you're there. It was Hut, look, go. Hut, look, Neighbors. It was just that simple for him. This was a simplistic offense for Daniel Jones, and maybe that's what he needs. Again, I don't need him to take the roof off because Singletary can give you 95 yards, hopefully every damn game. And his yards per carry is way more than what Saquon Barkley ever did for the Giants that he was here. I think his yards per carry, I think, is 5.9 or something like that now, 5.4 or 5.2 or something like that, while Saquon was only giving you 4 or 5. You know what I mean? So he's giving you the yardage to give you those short fields on third downs for Daniel Jones to maybe probably air it out, or maybe a run option there. So it wasn't hard at all, especially with the running game opening up. This is a good play call for Daniel Jones. I hope he continues it, but you got to give this man his flowers, man. Daniel, I'm giving you flowers this week, man. I am harsh and critical of you, my guy.
Yeah.
You actually did a good job, man, this week. So I appreciate that.
Sorry. Real quick. Actually, go ahead, Jeff. I'll go after you because I have something to take.
I think it's two factors here. Number one, it was the Washington defense. It's a factor.
Yes, you have to take
Second factor, this is the first game in Daniel's career where he's got a receiver that's open every play.
Yeah.
Right? So 18 targets. Daniel realized in this game, oh my God, he was actually mic'd up. He went to the sideline. And he was like, he's open all the time. So he just kept throwing it to him because it was working. Daniel's never had that before in his life. And he's never had this much time to throw. So I get it that he was going back to it. But Cleveland is a better defense. Dallas is a better defense. Like, you're going to have to adjust and definitely get Wan'Dale going, man. I'm really disappointed. I know he scored.
Hyatt, somebody.
But it's 2 catches for 18 yards for Wan'Dale. That dude's got to be like 6-7 catches for 50, 60. Like, he's got to be eating up the middle of the field to open up other things for everybody. That dude is quick and shifty as hell, and he was basically a non-factor. I know he happened to score. But that dude, he's got to be part of the plan. And I'm not just saying this because I lost a parlay on the under receptions.
Yeah, you were particularly heated about Wan'Dale for a reason. Now it comes out.
It makes all the sense now.
I didn't tell you that until right now.
No, but
it cost me $180 to be honest.
That's rough. Yeah, I mean, listen, he peppered the number 6 pick with all the targets. And you know what the number 6 pick did with that? Cashed in big every time. He took a 5-yard slant twice in a row, caught it, bounced outside for 20 yards. Like, that's the kind of talent that you have in Malik Neighbors. And I'm sorry, I love Wan'Dale, and I think that it'll open up for him, but he can't do what Malik will do. So keep throwing him the ball,
of course,
and until they force you to throw it elsewhere. And you know what? Now Hyatt and Slayton and Wan'Dale have to step up.
Well, now it's on tape. It's on tape.
Yeah. Now it's all on tape. You're going to face harder competition, like you said. But can I just give somebody else a little bit of kudos here? Because
absolutely.
We just killed Brian Dable, whether you like it or not, for the Gano decision. But Brian Dable had a good game, too. Guys were running open all game long.
He did.
And that's your offensive coordinator, calling those plays, drawing it up. And you saw what Malik Neighbors said, too. He said, he came to me. He asked me what my plays were. And you know what? A good fucking offensive coordinator listens to his best players. And he listened to his best players, and he got him the ball. And that, to me, this is why I'm so hurt by this, because there's so many good. We went through a laundry list of good shit that happened. DJ, OL, Neighbors, fucking, Dable, like I'm talking about. All that good shit on offense. For the first time, we had 3 touchdowns. Fucking, when was the last time we had 3 touchdowns in a game? And we still managed to fuck it up. And if we could have just had a little luck on our side, it would. I do believe it's luck. If Eckler doesn't take that first kickoff to the house, which hasn't happened in how long? I don't know how many games you've been watching. How many kickoff returns have you seen? Take it to the house. It's a different game. It's a different game.
There would have been a couple with the new kickoff stuff.
I know. I thought so too, but it just sucks. It fucking sucks.
Can I tell you?
Shout out to Dable for a good game.
A very quick hot take.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
This Giants team would have demolished Washington if we still had Wink. And I think we may have even been significantly more competitive against Minnesota too. And we'd be a much better team if we had Wink with this improved offensive line. Because then you would have a more rested defense if you can put some longer drives together. And I think
would the run defense be better?
What has Bowen shown?
Well, listen, we gotta give him some time. In my opinion, I'm gonna stand up a little bit for Bowen because we're gonna roast him, but it's been 2 games with a new scheme and a lot of new players and young players. So it's 2 games in the grand scheme of a lot of things. A new system, because I know, and you know why I came to his defense a little bit. What Bobby Okereke said. He said, he came out yesterday. He said, you know what? It's on me. This run defense is not where it should be. It's because I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking about where everybody else needs to be. I'm thinking where I need to be, and he's not playing. You know, sometimes football is like, you got to go get that ball. Nothing else matters. Go get me the ball. Go get you the ball. I got you the ball. Like it's got to be Okereke doing that, and he's thinking too much. And I think the whole defense is doing that too. I hope. This is what I'm praying to God that this guy's not as bad as it looked.
I'm just worried. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was about to say, before we continue down the defensive line, because of course we're going to go to the defensive side of the ball. I believe we have something here, Hefe.
Holy shit, a super chat.
I think we got to
Oh,
get
man.
man.
That sounds fun. Let's see what we got here.
Let's go.
Bono de Bozo. I mean, this was a good line by Mara. I wish he chose someone cooler than Bono, but again, to rhyme and go with the Bozo, he had a theme here. Bono de Bozo, it works.
Your hat's coming apart, man. You got to fix that thing.
Yeah, dude, I'm starting to think this thing was kind of made cheaply.
What the hell? What's the hat a revival sweatshop?
I'm gonna sue these guys that made this hat. I swear.
Fuckers. Guys, we do everything ourselves, okay?
Flids.
Yeah.
But this is true, and this was back when we were talking about Dable and how he's got to keep his cool with the media and everything. So this is still very true, and it was a good quote by Mara. Next up, former revivalist of the month. Oh, I think he's
still a revivalist.
Wait,
he's former and current.
And we're gonna hit up Bill. We're gonna hit him up.
The bar setter.
Hey, dude, look at this guy looking out for Precious.
The weekly Precious had to run.
It's just family here. That's what
we appreciate you there, Bill, man. As usual.
Bill.
As usual, Bill. We love you, Bill. Thank you so much, man.
Bill's rocking is signed. We've never signed anything before, as you could tell by my script. That's the first and only thing we've ever signed. The three of us, Bill, and Bill has it. We sent him. He won the jersey. He won the Odell signed jersey giveaway in our show at Eli's house last time. And we sent him a little something since we were together. We just signed an extra shirt we had, and he was rocking it at the bar. So
let's go.
Cheers to you, Bill.
Bill's the man.
We love you, Bill, man.
Hey,
thank you so much, brother.
Before we get any further, I'm also a man of my word. I said that.
Oh God!
I said something. I said if the Giants lost, it was if the Giants lost challenge. Old Giants football, old faithful that's been with me for a long time.
It looks kind of clean. How long has it been?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
is anyone watching you? You know, just in case.
It feels like you need somebody in there before a finger gets cut off or something.
Get 911 on speed dial right now because I don't know what's going to happen.
I got to look at this.
We don't have time to dial 3 digits. That needs to be on speed dial.
Get on speed dial.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, here it is. Cue the music. Cue the music.
I don't know what's
Let me get some music for this.
All right, hold on. Speedy, I need music.
Hold on. We got to find the music here. Hold on. Shout out to Bill. All right, let's do it.
Do I do Saving Private Ryan slowly, or do I just go fucking murder?
You gotta go. I gotta go. Mike Myers on that thing. You gotta.
Mike Myers.
No, that's how you dash your hand, bro.
It's more susceptible to something.
He's gonna miss it, hit his leg. Speed. What are we doing?
Everyone's slow. Slow.
Slow and painful. This don't look good, bro.
Oh God.
Yeah, this ain't working.
God, I'm so scared.
So are we, bro?
We are scared for
you.
Shit. Oh shit! It's making losses fun again. Hat fell apart.
Is this fun? Is this fun for you, Spiro? Oh God.
Drop the Did you do it? Oh,
it's still
inflated.
You can't even penetrate this thing.
It's just a tough football to fucking get.
You can't penetrate it.
I got it.
There it goes.
Don't
sound like Shannon Sharp.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, right. Sound like Shannon Sharp.
That was bam, baby.
Football.
He's like, sound like Shannon Sharp.
You hear the air coming out of the football, just like the Giants season, just fucking, deflating. I love you. This is what you did, Giants. This is on you.
Look at
You
you,
motherfuckers.
Like
You
his
motherfuckers.
kids could have played with that for another 10 years.
You
and now
just
Oh.
they're gonna be, Daddy, what happened? Giants just lost a random game. It's just
Graham Gano's hamstring happened.
Oh my goodness.
God
Now I gotta
damn it.
replace that for
my
you.
hamstring.
You know what, guys?
We'll take that out of the
Mine's-
underdog budget. We'll get you
right.
there.
Mine was a shotgun, a beer, but I guess I don't know. Should I chug this thing? I don't know. I don't have cans.
Chug as long as you can chug. Go.
Okay, ready, go.
Fucking chug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Millions of people are watching. Keep going.
9, 10. Go. You're almost there. You're almost there. You might as well go down.
Not too
Okay,
shabby.
E. Okay, E. You know what?
Let's
Listen,
go.
you guys don't know how hard that was for E. He's not a big
Very
beer
hard. I'm
drinker.
not a drinker.
He broke
Yeah.
that
I'm not a drinker.
motherfucker down.
He's not a drinker, like he's not
I
a
like
rapper, right? And then he just like,
Well, too.
chugs a beer and
I'm not a rapper. Not a rapper.
I'm not-
Well, yeah, chug the beer. Why not? Cheers.
Hey,
That was great. That
Shout out to
amazing.
you.
And I know I was supposed to do
Appreciate you.
something
Thank
too, but unfortunately, I have to go to the restroom. And
all
won't
right.
be able
Well,
to-
we'll hold
Yo,
you to it.
he has.
We're gonna hold
He's
you
been
to it.
doing this since like when we. By the way, we got to record live because that was like the best time we have there. So appreciate you, Bill. But he always got to take a piss. I think your bladder. You're getting older, brother. Like what the hell? I thought I was the oldest guy here, and here
Yeah.
you go with your
We
bladder.
gotta get that checked out for you. We gotta get
Holy
that checked
cow.
out.
You gotta get that checked out.
Listen,
But before we do that, man,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
let's
go
pay
ahead.
the bills, man. Underdog, and you can take your piss, by the way.
All right,
Moving
thank
night.
you.
This is so
People
great.
were worried. People were worried. Well,
So just to let you know, man, New York Revival is brought to you by Underdog. Yes, if you use promo code Revival, and once you download the Underdog Fantasy app, they will match your deposit by half, up to $250. That's right. If you download Underdog Fantasy now, use promo code Revival. All right, guys, Revival. They will match your deposit by half, up to $250. So sign up today. Use promo code Revival. Tell them we sent you. They will love you a long time, and we will love you long. And we will love you long time. But Speed, man, I just want to just talk about a couple things because before we get to the defense, I do want to talk about the defense as well. I got to get this off my damn chest, man. And I think I was going to wait for El Jefe to come back for this one here from taking his piss break. But I want to say this, man, because I'm going to say it, and it's going to make a lot of people upset. Okay? But it has to be said. Kayvon Thibodeau, please come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with you, my brother. My brother, there is a nice word that everyone is going to use, especially during your high draft pick. And it starts with a B. Chat, if you know what it is, please put it in there. You may not agree with me, but it does start with a B. I think Kayvon Thibodeau is floating on bust. Floating on the word bust draft pick. Here's why. He could talk a good game. He can dress pretty damn well. But Kayvon Thibodeau, there's some things that you just don't do well. And that's being a consistent football player. Okay? You want to talk about how you want to attack the quarterback and you want to break the Michael Strahan single season sack record. Let me tell you what Michael Strahan has had when he was chasing the single season sack record. The first game, Mike Strahan had 1 sack. The second game, he said, nah, that wasn't enough. I'm going to give you 3.5.
3.5 more?
3.5 the second game. Then he had 1, then he had a half, then he had 1, then he had a half. Then there was a game that he had none. Then there was a game where he could give you 2. There was a game he gives you 1.5. Good pace to get you the 22.5 sacks. Kayvon Thibodeau, you have none. You already shot the bed. Of you chasing greatness, you already shot the bed. Kayvon Thibodeau, your specialty is supposed to be pass rushing. And it seems like you can't do that at all. Can you stop the run? Possibly. Hold on, Chef A, we'll get to you. Can you stop the run? Possibly. Possibly. And we'll get to you, Chef A. But I'm going to tell you right now, Kayvon Thibodeau, you are floating on the word bust. You are so inconsistent with your football playing skills. And this is something that they said coming out of college, that he gives up on plays. He's just not consistent enough. Success. For your value of your draft pick, you are not producing according to the number they draft you at, my brother. You chasing Michael Strahan? Never. Michael, rest easy. Your record won't be broken for a very long time by a kid named Kayvon Thibodeau. Trust me. I'll be shocked if Kayvon has 8 sacks this season. Because the game you're supposed to do it on, you ain't even do it on. I don't know what it is, but Kayvon, telling you right now, please prove me wrong. Because right now, from here on this season, I'll be up your ass like a thong, brother.
Let's go.
In order to get 8 sacks, he needs to have 1 sack, and he doesn't have that either.
He doesn't have any.
Evan.
And he wants to be the guy to talk to reporters. You don't got the cachet, brother. Don't do it. But shout out, man. We got to, I don't know, every time Hefe goes to take
a celebrity,
we get El Shefe. And the Shefe, I love you, man. Welcome back to the show, brother.
You know, you guys are okay. I don't even really want to be here. I got to fire my agent. I don't know how I keep getting booked for this shit. What am I doing? What do I have to do here? I don't understand what this is. Why people are talking about the Giants at all, I don't understand. But what is the problem? What is the question? Thibodeau, you guys are mad at Thibodeau. He's saving us a bunch of money right now. We're not going to have to pay this guy. Get him off the team. Let's get some actual football players here.
Now, I got to ask you a couple questions, Shefe, because why not? You're here. You snuck up in here. We do appreciate you, man. And thank you for coming on the show, brother. What is your feeling about the franchise? What's the state of the franchise? How you feeling about it right now in this current position that it's in, my brother?
I'm feeling correct. I'm feeling like this is everything I talked about all offseason, that all pie in the sky people want to act like everything's fine. It's going to be great. Daniel Jones is going to become a different guy than he already is. It doesn't happen that way. And here we are. Surprise, surprise. The Giants are 0-2 for the 10th time in 12 years. This is who the Giants are. They've become the Browns. This is beyond bad. And there's no light at the end of the tunnel.
No light.
How are you feeling?
Like shit. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you another question, Shefe, because I know we got you for a short amount of time, brother. I'm gonna ask you another one here. Are you thinking about the draft? Are you thinking about the draft?
The only thing about the draft I'm thinking is who's going to be making the draft picks, not who we're going to pick and how high, because it's going to be a top 5 pick at this rate. But who's making the draft? You're going to let Joe Shane punch in another card for the Giants?
Good point.
Evan Neal was the 7th overall pick, and he's unplayable. 0 snaps. He's unplayable.
We just talked about the 5th pick, too. You're right.
Very nice, Joe Shane. Very nice. Way to get us back in contention. We're the 30th ranked team in the NFL. This is Joe Shane's roster. What are we doing? You're going to let this guy make another pick? You trust him to take a quarterback? You trust Dable to have a field goal kicker? Who do you trust in this organization?
I want to ask El Shefe one more question, brother. And please, any questions you may have, go right at it. But the guy, you kick his back in every week on these videos here. I don't know. It's a reality show. I don't know what it is. Or you don't know if you're being watched here, but it's awesome content. But let me tell you, you kick his back in.
That's filmed?
That's not.
Just answer the question. Just answer the question here. Let me tell you, Daniel Jones, you kick his back in every single week, brother. He actually played a decent game.
Oh, please.
Maybe the tides has turned finally for Daniel Jones, and you were wrong.
Nothing's turned. Nobody's wrong. Okay. He played Washington. When he plays a professional football team, let's see how he does. Okay. He's got 2 contests in a row. He comes out of those 2-0. I'll come back on and have a conversation with you. Okay. Giants go to 2-2. I'll come back. Until then, please just let me get back to my cheesy blasters.
But you got to make me some. That's going to be awesome. With the bacon rolled in the meat, pile with some more bacon.
That's right. I'll tell you again. Okay. Pepperoni pizza. It used to be pizza. Now it's pepperoni because we thought we need some spice just to make sure people have diarrhea instantly. So it's pepperoni pizza, danger dog, right down the middle, pepper jack, sprinkled on top, roll it up, pizza, dough, burn it, fire it, flip it, burn it, fire it, flip it on the grill, and then bang! You better not have a long drive home.
I love his burn it. I love the burn it, fire, flip it. I love it.
That's how I cook. I mean,
that's you only live one way. All right, we talked about draft picks, but what about your favorite draft beer? El Shefe, what's your favorite draft beer?
Well, that would be Guinness. And it's because it goes down. It looks daunting, but it actually goes down pretty smooth. And
like
see, I'm a much nicer person when talking about beer or food.
Yeah.
it's just the Giants that bring me and everyone else down. So I recommend you guys pick up a hobby, try having sex, do some stuff away from the Giants, and you will be much happier people.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
If
one
I
last
didn't work
question.
for a Giants fan, I'd be never talking about the Giants.
Let's bring it back to negative town here for you. How many wins did the Giants finish with? Chef A. Sorry. This other guy's name, F.A. I know. It's this other fucking guy.
When they bench Daniel Jones, they will squeak out a few more wins. This is a 4-13 season, and we got a top 5 pick in the draft.
He's actually pretty. I mean, he might not be
spot
far
on.
off.
He's spot on. He's spot on. I don't think he was wrong yet. Chef A, thank you so much for your time, brother. We'll see you in the mid-season, man. Come back on and have some fun.
You guys are okay.
Hey,
appreciate you, brother. Come and get that cheesy blaster.
Make this fun again.
But listen, man, and shout out everybody in the chat. Thank you so much, man. We're up to 497 people watching live with us. So thank you so much. It means a lot when we do this, man. So I'll tell you, man, the Giants is trying to make us lose our mind a little bit here. I just don't know what the hell's happened with Hef, and he's taking the longest pitch because we got this.
The longest pitch I ever seen.
For you guys. You know what I mean? But let me tell you, Speed, with that being said, man, the Giant. Well, here's the rumor that the Giants.
I like rumors.
Well, what fans? Let me not say rumors. What fans would hope to happen? I like it. What fans hope to happen. Here's what fans hope to happen. They really want Bryce Young, and some people say that they will trade for Bryce Young for a second round pick. Bryce Young, a second round. People want fans are saying, "I'll give a second round pick for Bryce Young." That's insane. But Bryce Young sweepstakes. Give me your thoughts on that second round. Are you giving up for Bryce Young at this point? Because he is now benched.
You can go get fucked with your second round. That's what I would like to say about that. But first and foremost, nobody's giving up a second round for Bryce Young. Nobody. Justin Fields went for what I believe a 5th just now. And he had even more to back up his play. Bryce Young, and I think he just hasn't done anything. You could argue that he's the biggest bust for a first round pick in NFL history. He's 2-16. And who's giving up a second round pick for that at this point? My dude got benched. He's got no leverage. Carolina has no leverage. I will give you a 6th, and you'll be happy. You'll be happy with that. You'll take it, and you know what? I would trade for him because I do believe that he has more of a developmental ceiling than a Tommy DeVito and a Drew Lock. So I will take him, but nothing more than a 6th round pick. Go fuck yourself with your second. That's all I gotta say about that.
Totally agree. And I'll get in here before Hefe chimes in a little bit if you don't mind, brother. But guys, what are we doing? Why are we trading for one horrible quarterback to get another horrible quarterback? What are we doing here? The Giants been losing so long that people have lost their everlasting freaking minds. Bryce Young isn't going to make this team better. I'm sorry. He's just not. He's not a good quarterback as of right now. Now, listen, for a second round pick, you might as well tell the GM to get his pink slip ready to go because he's going to be fired after the season if he trades a second round pick for freaking Bryce Young. Now, can you say, hey, maybe a 5th, maybe a 6th, see if you can develop him, see what happens. Sure. Take a stab at it. Go do your thing. But a second round pick? Are you guys smoking cheap? You must be that high guy that's in that backyard with El Shefe. You must be that guy that sits there with Carlos and the wig on. I'm sorry, I had to say it, Carlos. I don't know if it was the wig or not. Shout out to those guys over there. All right,
that's real, bro. That's real. Don't you ever?
It's real. My bad. But you must be as high as those guys. All right, and
they're high.
They're high as a cat.
They're high.
Every time, those two.
Terrible idea. Don't do it, especially for a second round. Again, if they want to take a flyer for a 5 and a 6, have at it. Let's see what happens and go from there. But y'all fans got to calm down. He's a horrible quarterback. All right, relax. Hef, what you got?
I saw some of these takes that Giants should take a flyer. Here's my updated opinion on quarterbacks in general. If you can't make it work on their rookie contract, meaning like early in their rookie contract where then you're better off resetting. Like the biggest advantage in football is to be a competitive team while your quarterback's on the rookie deal. Look at the 49ers, right? They've gotten to the dance with Jimmy Garoppolo and Brock Purdy because their roster is stacked. And granted, that's also why they couldn't beat Patrick Mahomes, but not easy to do either. So I feel like, if the Giants, for instance, failed Daniel Jones, the Giants have been a dumpster fire, right? Daniel Jones is not good enough, but they also failed him completely. When it didn't work at the end of his rookie deal, they should have reset the clock and been like, I'm sorry, you're sorry, let's shake hands, go our own way.
You're sorry.
Because like
you're sorry.
Yeah, like you paid him on hope that we could fix things. And then when you don't fix things, you're still stuck and you don't have cap. You know what I mean? So my thing is reset the clock. Do not trade for another rookie who will be in his third year next season and closer to getting paid. And quarterbacks are just making too much money. You got to get them. Like the Texans are in a phenomenal position, right? They knew very early in their quarterback's rookie year that they had their guy. And that's that's the exception. I realize that. But he's a leader. He's mature. He balls out. He's great in every way. And he's only in his second year. They're going to pick up his fifth year. They have so many years of control of that salary that they can add all these pieces like that Stephon Diggs. They can get that defensive player, that O-lineman. They can do whatever they need to do because the quarterback's on the rookie deal. So no, Giants are not in a position to trade anything for a flyer on a horrendous quarterback.
Totally agree, man. Guys, I want to get to a couple of super chats here. Some good ones in here. Let's get to it. Hef, what you got?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got you. Chris K. Motherfucking Chris K back in the building.
Hey.
How long until we criticize Brian Burns for having 0 sacks? Yeah, and you know what? He's right. I will say Brian Burns hasn't done what he was advertised. He hasn't lived up to his contract, but he was making some noticeable. He was more noticeable than Kayvon Thibodeau, in my opinion. And sacks do come in bunches. Right now, he's pulling his Olivier Vernon act in that he's getting the pressures. It's just not closing down. And then he took a sack. I know. I know. They took the sack away from him with a penalty, so he should have had a sack. So I think we're still going to be fine with Brian Burns. It's just I expected more. We all expected more, so we're kind of a little frustrated with what we're seeing right now with Kayvon. In my opinion, I don't know about you. You got some thoughts on this?
Oh, you want me to go? All right, listen, Hef, if you don't mind.
You want me to go?
Go for it, brother.
Sounds like you're about to
I'm worried. I'm worried.
Oh, you're worried.
And I do understand that it's 2 games. I understand it's 2 games in. I understand. But the hype around Brian Burns was massive. This guy could play. This guy can sack the quarterback. He can attack the quarterback. And all he does is just put pressure. Now, to say nothing wrong with pressure. I get it. But he's not going home. And you said the name. right.
What do you know about
pressure? Yo, but he just hasn't been able. Olivier Vernon. You said that name when we paid him a crap load of money and he did absolutely nothing. And he was kind of what Brian Burns was doing over there when he was in Miami, right? I'm just saying I'm nervous because the Giants just gave this guy a lot of money and Carolina let him go for nothing, basically. A third round? Third and a fifth, maybe?
Second, but yeah.
If he plays well or something.
They let him go. They let him go.
But either way, they let this sack monster go. And we were like, yes, we got him. And he hasn't produced anything as of yet. Like, not even show like he was a force as of yet. I haven't seen it. So I'm a little bit nervous about Brian Burns. And I'm telling you, the next game's going to be like, oh, that's it. I know what you are. You just got paid. I know what you are. By this game in Cleveland, if he can't get it together where he looks like a dominant force, what we want Kayvon Thibodeau to be, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go, oh, this is a bad contract. Joe Shane got to go. I'm going to label it right then and there as soon as I see in Cleveland in that game. If he doesn't come alive this next game, overpaid for him. Joe Shane's
on the edge right now.
I'm on the edge. I'm done.
You're on
I'm
the edge.
done. I'm done with this team. I'm done with this I just don't get what. Like, it's only the Giants. No matter who we hire, it's still the fucking Giants' way they do these things. I don't get it. The boneheaded things that they do, no matter who they hire, it's still what the like. Is the NFL really scripted at this point? Because no matter who you bring in, we always have false starts, penalties, bad signings, bad everything. I'm just over it already. I'm over it.
We can't do anything right. I put the GIF out there. We can't, and then they leave here. They're like whoever leaves here is like the best coach and the best player of all time. It's just we can't do anything right.
And that used to be the opposite of it. Like I used to not worry when players would leave because I felt like nobody left and became something somewhere else. That's not the case anymore. But Brian Burns, his tape doesn't look as bad as Thibodeau's. Like Thibodeau's out there, he looks like he's chasing his tail. He doesn't know where the fucking ball is. He's given like 60% effort. Burns, I see the effort. So I think it's all, those sacks are going to come. But Washington was a team that they were supposed to eat against. Yeah. And so even if the penalty doesn't happen, it would have been one sack between the two of them. And Thibodeau has had his best career games against Washington, and they have 2 bad tackles. So you expected more. And part of that is Jaden Daniels is like super athletic. And he's going to get out. He's going to be a problem for a long time unless they RG3 his
unless he gets hurt.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, he almost got hurt. He almost got hurt like in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of time. He's got to stay so smart and give up a couple extra yards to just stay in the game. But he is an awesome talent, and he's going to be good for a while. But Washington at least has, new owner, new everything, right? New quarterback, new coach. They've kind of got their whole future ahead of them, right? Quarterback has only played 2 career games. And I feel like the Giants need to get themselves back in a position where you have stuff to look forward to. Because right now the Giants are rudderless. They're a mess. They don't have an identity. They're losing games. They paid a lot of money for people, and no one's really crushing it. You have a middle of the road offensive line, which was a point of emphasis. So like that's a great upgrade. And Neighbors is as advertised. But you got to pick the second wide receiver in the country. So he should be good. So that's not necessarily like a brain, like a brilliant pick. So I don't know. The Giants need Jesus. Sweet little infant baby Jesus.
Guys, here's another segment. Let's get to the other super chats here. Shout out to
Bill. We got Bill again back in. He said, "Get off X,
revivalist of the month, baby."
So you could do stuff like this. It's more fun for everyone. Shout out to Bill. Listen to him. He's a wise man. He's the revivalist of the month for a reason. He's a wise man. He knows what he's talking about. Get out to YouTube. And lastly, sees.
This is
a great line.
If the Giants were to part ways with Daniel after his rookie contract, I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
You're sorry.
We're all sorry. That's great. It's
I
really
like that
great.
shirt. I think we have to make that just for seeing.
That'd be a Giants and Daniel Jones thing to do, right? Like you're just like, I'm sorry. We let you down.
I'm sorry. No,
I'm sorry. I let you down. Yeah,
Daniel's like, I sucked. I played scared. The Giants are like, we kind of fucked you up, though. I mean, you were scared because we fucked you up. He's like, but I could have been. I could have. I'm sorry.
You could just see it happening. It's so right.
Now, guys, of course, this is a new segment we're gonna have here.
I like this.
This is gonna be a segment called "Cooking or Cooked." What it does is go around the league. We see the players that might be cooked, meaning they are done and they're going downhill, or they're cooking and doing well. So I'm going to start with, of course, my guy here. Of course, man, Mr. Glass half full, man. Who do you got cooked or cooking this week, brother?
My dude.
Play some music, man. Let's get some music.
My dude right here is cooking. This guy, he was a journeyman for a while. He came into the league with a little bit of attitude, a little bit of flair. A little bit of attitude. It didn't work out. But you know who found a home?
Who?
In Tampa Bay?
Who?
Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. He is cooking. He is cooking in Tampa, bro. Look at that smile. He's happy. He's happy where he's at. He's got Mike Evans and Godwin to throw to. He's got a good offense. They just are fresh off of going to Detroit and beating the Detroit Lions on their field. 2-0. Baker Mayfield has found a new home. He is living his best life. I picked him up in fantasy, and I'm riding with him. I'm riding with Baker, baby. I'm riding with Baker.
You dog.
Baker, the touchdown maker. Let's go.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Baker Mayfield is cooking the league, and he's having a good time doing it. And did you see him juke out one of those Detroit Lions defenders? I don't know if you guys saw it, but he looked like a fucking running back out there.
He's got a little wiggle to him, and he's got some size to him, and he's not afraid to talk shit. He'll run over a defensive back and talk shit to him.
They'll tell you.
I love it.
They'll tell you about it. I love my Baker Mayfield. He's cooking. Keep cooking, Baker.
Like
Keep cooking.
I know. Could have.
We fucked up.
We did. Hef, what you got, man? Shout out to the 221 people that are watching, by the way. But go ahead, Hef, what you got?
My next guy.
620. Damn, did I say
he was 620, baby. 620.
620. I'm sorry.
This next guy is a Hall of Famer, and one of the all-time greats. Can't even debate it. But I'm afraid his time has run out in terms of being in that elite status. And I'm talking about Mr. Mustache, Travis Kelce. Okay, now keep in mind, I'm talking about relative to what we know him as, right? Patrick Mahomes' best friend. This guy, always good for 1,000 yards. Just an absolute safety blanket for Patrick Mahomes. If you're in fantasy, he was a first round pick as a tight end like that. Those days are gone. In 2 games, he's got 4 catches for 39 yards and no touchdowns. Okay,
brutal.
And they're getting wide receivers involved. They were relying on Pacheco. He's now out, so maybe this changes things. But if you watch Kelce play, the days of him catching and running through a defense they're gone. He just doesn't have that step. I think he's put on a couple. He's been eating more cookies, watching more movies, a little more cuddling.
Got the Swift weight.
Yeah,
he's got that Swift weight.
50 pounds. Swifty pounds are heavy. Okay,
they are.
It's not just the extra weight. It's the mind. Your mind is out. This guy's on stage in Milan with I don't know if he was in Milan. But he was on stage with Taylor Swift, and he's not focused on football anymore. But he's such a natural, and he's comfortable. He got comfortable. Which, listen, guys get in relationships, they get comfortable. For me, I wish he was still, dating rappers and clubbing and he'd be a much better football player if he was doing the right thing. But instead, he's in a relationship that's gonna fail inevitably, and. And he was a walking 1,000-yard tight end, and I don't think he gets to 700 yards this year.
Wow. Listen, man, my man Travis Kelce had the fade going, man. You couldn't tell me he wasn't a brother. So I'm going to say this, man. Now you got the mustache. And what the hell is this? Another white girl ruining a black man in Travis Kelce. Thank you, Taylor. Well, listen, guys, I got this next person here.
Dave Chappelle just undrafted him. We'd like to give back Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce, right?
He is
Nobody understands that. This is awesome. But guys, this one, man, I like to, of course, talk about or bring to the front, man. It's my guy, Bryce Young, man. Bryce Young, let me give you some of his stats here as he's a quarterback, man. Just to let you know, man, that this season he is 0 for 3. No, I'm not talking about the win-loss column people. I'm talking about he has no touchdowns and 3 interceptions, man, in the only 2 games that he is here. I just want you to know, my brother, not only that, you are now also in a season of 18 and 26 for 84 yards in the last game and 1 interception. My brother, you earned the first-class trip to the bench. That's right. You earned the first-class trip to the bench, my brother. How is it? Is it warm? Did you build the bench? Did you actually sit there and pick out the bench? Is it warm for you? Has it cooled down? Is it those plastic ones the NFL's giving you? What is it, my brother? Let me know. Give me the best grade of the bench because you're going to see that for now. And this is why, brother, you are cooked. My guy, Bryce Young, you are cooked, brother. This is a wrap for you. And then people want you to come to the Giants like you're going to do any better. Listen, I just got to laugh at that for a second. This guy's like 5'0" in the NFL, that is, because he's 5'11", right, or something like that.
Okay.
And you expect him to come in here and like really? There's only
Not that
one
there's
guy.
anything wrong with 5'11".
Nothing wrong with 5'11", right? Nothing wrong with that. But you expect him to be that guy that's in Denver right now? I mean, Pittsburgh. What's this guy's name that loves Sierra all of a sudden that can't play a lick of football anymore?
Oh, Russell Wilson?
Russell, you expect him to come in here and be the shark?
He loves Sierra.
He loves him some
loves
Sierra.
He's married to her. Yes,
He loves
he
him
loves
some of his wife. And he
You're
loves that dumbass loves his wife.
He loves he forgot how to play football. Man, these women are tearing him down.
Jay-Z loves him some Beyonce.
Yeah, right. Loves him some Beyonce. Tearing him down. He can't even play football no more. See what happens. To get these girlfriends and singers.
Can we give an honorable mention for Cookin? And I hope you guys like this new segment. We're gonna do this every week.
Yeah, it's
gonna
But, honorable mention for Cookin. How about the fucking Saints, bro?
Yeah.
David Carr, fucking, Derek Carr. Sorry, Derek Carr.
Let me cook for a second. This is exactly why I don't buy into the first 4 weeks don't matter. It's basically extension. I hate that shit because the Saints came out ready to fucking kick your ass, and that's all they're doing so far. They're up like 91 to something shitty, right? Like they just came out and they're just paving the fucking road. Alvin Kamara, spring chicken, got him in fantasy, thank you. And like he's just doing his thing. Everything's working for the Saints right now. Nobody wants to face the Saints. That is a team that's absolutely rolling, and they just started that way. So are they going to throw away the first 4 games because it's an extended preseason? No, they're just fucking kicking your ass, and they're setting themselves up, and they're saying, fuck you, Falcons. Everybody picked you. Guess what? This is our division.
Yep. And shout out to that, man. They are cooking, man. And hopefully, guys, you like this segment. We're going to do this every week, man. Cooking, man, with some nice graphic for you guys. You guys let us know who
this
you
is
got.
what we're going to do. We're each going
Right?
to, and we're getting positive reinforcement here. I think we'll do one each. And because this is fun. I like this. I like
awesome.
this. I like this.
I like it. Fucking speed. I gotta get that. I like it.
I'm gonna get that.
Yeah,
get a good gift.
Pull it up.
I'm gonna get that as a soundbite.
Yeah,
definitely. But yeah,
we
guys.
got you, Bill.
One of each.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do one of each.
I could have gone. I could have gone more. I love.
Next time.
All right, so
I talk about the rest of the NFL. This is what our lives are.
So we'll fuck it. We'll do it live. Kelsey, I said Kelsey is cooked. I said the Saints are cooking. Kamara's cooking.
Okay, you're good.
Who would you guys have had on the other side? So Spiro, who's cooked in your mind?
Who is cooked? Deshaun Watson. To me, is fucking
that's
cooked.
A good one, bro.
And I say this as a proud Amari Cooper owner in fantasy because that man is shot. He just kills. He kills wide receivers, man. He's worse. You guys think Daniel Jones is bad? Deshaun Watson is worse.
Hey, the Giants are playing Deshaun Watson this week.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Spiro?
It's gonna be like a movable force versus what is it like
immovable object and
immovable object versus unstoppable force.
Something like that.
That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, something's got to give there. Deshaun Watson versus our shitty secondary. First of all, sorry for a shitty secondary. Deontay Banks has been pretty damn good this season. Just as a side note here, he didn't let Justin Jefferson cook him. He played pretty well aside from the 1 3-yard slant for a touchdown, which he was all over him on that touchdown, by the way, if you look at that throw. And then, he didn't let McLaurin do basically anything. I think he had 10 catches for 20 yards, something stupid like that. But shout out to Tay Banks. But Deshaun Watson, you're cooked. I can't wait till they replace him. And he's an awful human being, an even worse quarterback. So,
do the Giants have a chance on Sunday then?
I said this. And They barely scrap by the Jaguars. The Browns are not good right now. They have a bad quarterback, so you have a chance against a bad quarterback always. So
a bad quarterback that's guaranteed in anything, not only in money, but he's guaranteed to touch a massage therapist at any given moment. Shout out to Deshaun Watson here.
Eli, can I do this sketch now that I pitched to you?
Please. Now
I can.
Of course. I thought it was good the last time we spoke about it, and you was
talk about it real quick.
Yeah,
in the peak of the Deshaun Watson shit. I wanted to put out a video where I was a massage therapist. My last appointment was empty, and I'm like about to go home for the day. And then my boss is like, "Oh, we just had one more walk-in." I'm like, "Oh, I thought I was going home." They're like, "Oh, just one more. You got this." I'm like, "All right, who is it?" And they're like, "Let's see. Deshaun Watson." I'm like, "Oh no, no.
What? That was a great one.
Mr. Watson.
I think you should do it anyway. Which is actually,
like, don't get canceled. It's too soon.
Did I say that?
Along those lines, you were like risk reward.
You know, we were worried about being canceled, and me and Eli talked about it today.
We did.
Let the cards fall where they may. We're gonna be us. Let's just be us.
If you get canceled, just apologize, say you were hacked, and then move on.
We're genuine. Yes, we're genuine people. We're like Shannon Sharp. We got hacked. It's a very easy excuse to use. Let's just be us and have a good time. Okay?
It's funny, man, because we kind of, like, for me, let me speak for myself. I don't want to speak for my brothers here, but at least for me, I kind of tiptoe the line a little bit because we do have people that are millionaires and celebrities that know us pretty well. So we tiptoe a little bit, at least me, on that line of trying not to be too crazy and being more politically correct. Right now, I'm just at the point where I'm like, I just got to go do the show and do me. That's where I'm at, man. So we actually had that conversation today. They cancel me, man. They cancel me. I'm gonna still go out and clock in and go make money wherever I can and just live my life quietly. You know what I mean? But here we are, man. We're ready to go, man. The Giants drove us to this particular point. Enough is enough. It's time for a change. Shout out to Owen Hart. May you rest, man. That was a good song.
Hey, this is fun.
Okay, what you got?
I just want to say something here because we're not only a football show. The New York Mets are winning 10-1. We're a game up in the third wild card spot. The Atlanta Braves just choked away a game who were chasing the Mets, and the Mets are now 2 games up in the wild card, and we're getting hot. Speaking about they're cooking. We're cooking again.
I'm so happy for Spiro.
Yeah, I'm happy.
We're cooking.
I'm so
well, I need something else. We need something else. We're going to be getting heavy into baseball over the next 2 weeks here. We're going to try and bring some baseball into your lives, but don't get us twisted. We're not just a football show. Basketball's right around the corner. Hockey's preseason starting up. Baseball, we're going to have 2 teams in the postseason potentially. We're not just a football show. We also are entertainment too. Tell me.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely entertainment. We're not just sports, we're entertainment. Guys, we got to do a lot of stuff this season because the Giants is not making this very easy. So we're going to go back into our sketch comedy here for you guys where we're going to do the revival news update and give you guys some jokes that we'll personally write. I mean, I'm not a killer. The one that's doing all the writing is this guy here. You know, this guy. Yeah, this guy's going to do – we're going to run it by him, and he's going to go, this one's good. And that's it.
Good,
that's how it works.
Good.
That's how it works.
That shit. That's good.
Maybe type it this way. That's how it works.
Try it this way.
Right? But this guy's our acting coach, our co-writer. So shout out to Hef, man. So yes, we're gonna be doing that again, man. We're gonna have some fun with you guys. So we're gonna make losing fun again.
I really want to bring that back. I really want to bring the news update back. We had something.
That joke I just said with the Travis Kelce, that was part of it. That was nuts. I was waiting for a good moment. And it worked. It worked. Bam, it worked. But yeah, shout out
to the Yankees too, by the way. Up 2-0, and the O's are losing. So Yankees looking to close out the AL East. No big deal. No big deal, people.
No big deal at all. But, man, shout out to the 684 people that are here live with us, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat over at YouTube. We do appreciate you. Shout out to the chat that came through on X. We saw you guys today. Thank you so much, so much. Hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. Shout out to K-Mac, man, too. It's our guy, man, Staten Island native, man. I think that's who it is, right? Shout out to my guy right there, man. And, of course, man, on behalf of my brothers, man, you guys know who they are. That's Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's Speed if you nasty.
Hey. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
Yeah. And my brother El Jefe, aka White Jersey, aka Blue Jersey, and this week, damn it, Dayball. And yes, it's your boy Eli Rax, aka Vibes. See you guys on the next one.
Bam, baby, Dave Burleson, let's go. New York Revival, I'm in the building. Let's go.
Live with the Wolf High Bros!
Let's go.